welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are going to be getting into this neutral cut crease look. We got a little fox eyeliner going on, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell as well, so we get notified every time I make a new upload. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So my skin is clean and ready to go. I'm gonna start off with some skin prep before I get into my primer. I'm using this Belora Paris French Merlot Gold Moisturizer. I actually like this moisturizer when I want something not so heavy, you know. This smells so good. It smells like strawberry smoothie, you guys. Now I'm gonna go cover all that with a facial oil from Pilgrim. It's a retinol oil, and I'm just in process of trying out some of the Pilgrim products, so stay tuned for the reviews, guys. I think I just needed to use it for like a little bit longer to kind of really see, like, you know, effects of the product. So I'll come back with the result and experiments and everything. Next I'm going in with my primer. This one is from NYB. This is their blurring primer. I have been loving this one. It has like a bit of a gold freckles in it, but nothing visible, just like a hint of it once it dries down. So now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I haven't used this one in so long, but I forgot how much I actually really like this. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. It's a little bit on the, you know, like warmer side for me right now, but it oxidizes a little bit darker, so I think it would be, you know, better once it oxidizes completely. Once I have my concealer and everything, it will kind of balance it out. I'm gonna apply this directly onto the skin and then just blend that in using my Pac Beauty sponge. But I love this foundation because even though it has more of a matte finish, it feels very comfortable to wear still, and it's matte, but it's not like when your skin feels like it's all, you know, out of water and moisture matte kind of matte, you know, you get it, right? So it feels really comfortable to wear. Next I have this purple concealer. It's about 3 shades darker, so that I can, you know, cover my dark circles with it. I'm just gonna blend it with my fingers so that it has some time to warm up, as it's a cream product. It needs a little warming up to do. And then over that cream concealer, I'm going in with this Fit Me concealer in the shade 20 Sand, and I'm going to be using this concealer to highlight. So I'm going to apply this on all of the high points, so under the eyes, the sides of my nose, the sides of my, you know, mouth and chin. I don't add concealer directly onto the forehead, but whatever concealer is left on my sponge after blending, you know, the rest of the concealer, I will just apply that sponge on my forehead for the highlight. Then we're just going to go ahead and set that concealer with some powder. I'm using this Faces Canada Weightless Matte Finish Compact in the shade Neutral 02. I love this powder so much because it's just so affordable and functional. I'm gonna use that to, you know, set my concealer, and then from there I'll go ahead and apply my powder bronzer. So I'm not gonna be doing a cream contouring today, but I definitely want to bring some extra warmth and depth into the face, so I'm just gonna use powder bronzer slash contour shade. Going in with this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette. Okay, so even though I really love that Faces Canada powder, I definitely should not have used it knowing that I was gonna be baking today. I think the only thing that I would have changed in this particular routine is just the first initial powder that I set with. So instead of using Faces one, I would probably should just use like the powder that I'm using to bake right now from Sugar Cosmetic, or just like any powder that is not as mattifying as the Faces one was. Overall, I think the skin came out okay, but it's definitely not like the one of my finest hour right now. Once I kind of started realizing what was going on, because I could feel like my under eyes are kind of, you know, well, they were feeling a little bit dry. So I'm gonna be honest about that. So once I kind of felt what was going on, I was like, yeah, we're not gonna be baking for too long. So I only had that bake on for like a minute, but I did apply my powder how I normally do. So I went ahead and snatched the side of my nose and added that bake into the bridge of my nose too, you know, to highlight that as well. So we all know I'm obsessed with mauve blushes. It's just like my go-to. I love pinkish mauvish type of blush colors. Today I was like, you know, I'm going to branch out and I'm going to use a different color other than mauve, pinky. We are going to go with coral shade. So I started off with the Tarte powder blush in the shade Quirky, which is more of like a peachy type of color. Then once I'm done dusting off that bake, I'm gonna go in with some setting spray just to start molding all of like this, you know, powders and skin products together. The one that I'm using is from NYX Professional. So the skin is feeling so much better now that you have that setting spray on. I'm going to go ahead and apply my nose highlight now. I'm going in with this Glam 21 highlighter. Again, very affordable and very much underrated product if you ask me. I'm going to take this highlighting shade and apply that onto the bridge and the tip and the sides of my nose as well, and that's pretty much it for the skin. So now I'm going to go ahead and move into the eyes. For my brows, I'm just going to use Absolute New York pencil, fill in the sparse area. That's nothing too over the top, you know, yada yada yada, my normal usual very minimal eyebrow routine. And prime my eyelids with some Fit Me concealer. I'm just going to jump right into the shadow. I'm using the Last Wish palette by Pac Cosmetics. I'm going to be starting off with one of the lighter toned browns and apply that onto the crease using really large fluffy brush. I also set the lid space with some powder just to, you know, make sure that shadow that I apply onto the crease go on super smoothly and blend out really easily. That was the point. I really want these shadows to just look super blended. Then I'm going to go into my second darkest brown and apply that onto the crease. And that's pretty much it for my crease shadows. I'm going to start cutting my crease now. I'm taking some concealer on the back of my head and I'm just going back in with the same concealer actually that I used for my eyes, and also use this concealer for like my under eye highlighting. So I'm going in with a really flat concealer brush and I'm going to tap that product on until I have really cleaned winged cut crease shape. Next I have this Revolution Pro Supreme Eyeshadow palette in Bewitched. I'm going to apply a little bit of that onto the lid space. I'm not taking it all the way throughout the cut crease, just on the lid space where I have like a little bit, you know, eye crease going on because of my hooded eye. So we're all done with our shadows. For my liner now, I'm going to go in with my Bea liquid liner. It's supposed to be waterproof, but I know it will stay put for like 4 or 5 hours only, you know, so like be careful with that. So now that we got our liner down, I'm going to go ahead and start working on my lips. I don't remember the lipstick I'm using here. The camera didn't capture it, unfortunately, but yeah, it's matte red and I'm applying it onto the inner sides of my lips, so to have like a gradient effect. Next, I'm using NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream lipstick. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but I'm gonna blend both of this together so to have that, you know, gradient effect, like those Asian baby girl makeup that's going on YouTube right now. Now that we're done, and if you're still watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can keep hanging out like this. Bye.